Project M is one of the most ambitious mods in all of gaming. In order to take the blitzing speed, complex neutral, and lengthy combos from Melee and replace Brawl's slow, boring gameplay while also retaining its new stages and characters, a group of ambitious modders, the Project M Backroom, or the PMBR, works tirelessly to not only transfer these mechanics, but also take a major step in what was Melee's most concerning aspect, balance. Among their balance goals would be nerfing top tiers from both Melee and Brawl, adding, changing, or removing mechanics from characters, and buffing low tiers. Needless to say, they did a fantastic job. Over the past decade, the PMBR and later the P Plus team would pour sweat, blood, and tears into fine-tuning the balance of each character, constantly making new patches, adding new content and moves, and all in all, making a game where the whole cast is viable. However, a Melee veteran may wonder, how good are Melee's top tiers in PM, a game where most, if not all of them were nerfed? Are they still at the top? Are they balanced? Or were they driven down to the ground? Well, the answer may surprise you. Disclaimer: I want to say that the tier list I'm using is Hungrybox's 2024 tier list. It's the most recent tier list I could find, and given his status as a top player, I believe his tier list will serve the purpose of this video well. Now, before I explain the character changes, I'm going to first explain some engine changes going from Melee to PM. First, we have Actionable Tourney Winner. Tourney Winner is the act of jumping from ledge, and in Melee, it's easily the worst option, since you are stuck in a long, inactionable state that leaves you wide open to get punished. And as you can see, tourney winners can have serious consequences. In PM, however, they are instantly actionable, allowing for quick edge guards, invincible hovers, and even better ledge dashes for some characters. B reversing is a new technique introduced in Brawl. Not to be confused with B turnaround from Melee, B reversing is the act of reversing your direction and momentum of your neutral B, allowing for good mix-ups in neutral. Wave bouncing is also a new technique, in which you B reverse your B turnaround neutral B, which will keep you facing the same direction, but change your momentum. Reverse aerial rush, or RAR, is a term for acting out of a turnaround animation. With this tool, you can wave dash to ledge during your dash, approach with your back air, or simply jump backwards mid-dash. Dacus, meaning dash attack cancel up smash, is the act of transferring your dash attack momentum into your up smash, allowing for burst approaches that could lead to a string or a kill, depending on the character. Lastly, the option of footstools could lead to a cheeky edge guard, or open up new combos. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive into the meat of this video. Out of the two species, Fox is easily both the most popular and better of the two. Whether it's because of his longer combo strings, shine spikes, or chain grabs, all of these aspects lead to the unanimous belief that Fox is, and always will be, the #1 character in Melee. Going into PM, the devs didn't nerf every good or unique tool Fox had to the point of uselessness. His tools were nerfed, yes, but are still quite strong and continue to serve their original purposes, competitively speaking. Fox's most notable nerfs include the reduction of Firefox travel distances, extra recovery from Firefox, and a weaker up smash, all changes from Melee's PAL version. Along with those nerfs, Fox also lost his frame 1 invincibility on Shine, had aerial Shine knockback heavily reduced, had his laser damage fall off the farther they traveled, and now has a smaller drill hitbox as of P Plus 3.0. Granted, this is a lot of nerfs, and many people often believe that PM has gutted Fox.
That's the thing, right? I was saying that Fox is not good, that they shouldn't keep nerfing Fox, and he did get nerfed this patch as far as I know.
However, this is not the case. Fox's toolkit is still incredible, and many of the newer, more prominent characters in PM like Meta Knight, Lucario, and Zero Suit Samus struggle against him, despite being given special attention to make them more powerful in PM. The addition of RAR and Footstool allows for easier edge guards and new extensions off of Shine, respectively. His hardest matchups are against characters that force him to approach or can easily nullify its pressure, like Rob and Bowser, respectively. While Fox is no longer the top-tier, definitive threat he was in Melee, he's still an extremely competent high tier in PM. Stango was ranked 4th in PM Rank 2022, while Emerging Heat and Essie are ranked 18th and 25th in PM Rank 2024, respectively. Falco was actually less nerfed than Fox, but, unlike Fox, doesn't hold up very well in the meta. First, let's go over the nerfs. Falco received the same nerfs to his Shine and Lasers that Fox did, along with having the strong hitbox of his downer shortened. However, Falco did gain a minor buff going into P+, and that was gaining flames around his Firebird, which serves as a way to catch sloppy edgeguards, like a mistimed Armada Shine. Falco also benefits from Dacus as it travels very far and very fast, allowing for a burst combo starter. The reverse laser is also a good mix-up for when your opponent is chasing you, as it is a good way to surprise your opponent and start your own aggression. Unfortunately, compared to Fox, Falco slightly falls short. He is still a good character, but due to his mediocre recovery carried over from Melee, he is even easier to edgeguard, and the higher presence of floaties like Zelda and Ivysaur make it harder for Falco's punish game to really shine, while also making these glaring weaknesses even more apparent. There's hope though, as the newer and more prominent heavies and fast follower characters like Donkey Kong and Ness still struggle to fight against Falco's neutral and are punished hard by his signature pillar combos. Overall, Falco drops from top tier to only a high mid tier at best. There are currently no Falco players in 2024 PM rank, but VIII, who is probably the best Falco, was ranked 37th in PM rank 2023. Captain Falcon is one of the few characters that barely received any buffs or nerfs, and yet manages to do so well in PM. Falcon benefits mostly from his Brawl iterations buffs, those being the ability to grab people on ledge with his up B, and being able to grab the ledge with Raptor Boost, along with gaining a bit of momentum when using Aerial Raptor Boost and hitting something. In the majority of PM's lifespan, the mechanic of stacked stun, aka when you take full hit stun after falling on the ground when you get hit, was a boon to Falcon, as Nair Grab was guaranteed in this game, unlike Melee. With the recent patch update of P+ 3.0, however, this is no longer true. It doesn't take away much from Falcon though. A majority of the P+ roster are either heavy or floaty enough to easily get comboed to death by Falcon, like ZSS or Wario, and the only characters that give Falcon any real trouble are those who can zone him out and easily gimp him, like DDD and Rob. Falcon places well in the race of P+, confidently being a top tier in this metagame. PM Legend Thunder's Reign had a Falcon secondary, while Falcon mains Chalupi and O'Reilly are ranked 12th and 16th respectively. Unlike the Spaceys, Marth was only buffed going into PM, although most of the buffs were very slight. Marth's down air now has a faster recovery, making it a solid pressure tool if spaced correctly, and also making it better for tech chases. His back throw also had its recovery reduced, and his new option in Dacus can allow Marth to potentially catch a careless opponent on a platform. Marth is now capable of grabbing the ledge at the apex of his up B, even if he's facing away from it. In PM, there aren't really any characters that flatline Marth, as his great range and tipper F smashes are always reliable. However, Marth does struggle a bit against some of the newer, heavier, and faster characters like Charizard and Diddy Kong, who can easily edgeguard Marth and overwhelm him with his zoning and small hurtbox, respectively. Similar to Fox, Marth's great toolkit allows him to fend off these new foes, and is an extremely competent high tier in PM. Lunchables was ranked 2nd in PM Rank 2016, and was also ranked 3rd in PM Rank 2023, along with One Gunshoe. Now, Gag's Money is ranked 11th in PM Rank 2024. Sheik received a mixed bag of both buffs and nerfs. For her buffs, Sheik's back throw is much faster, has less recovery, and has had the knockback and knockback angle changed to make it capable of both setting up edge guards and starting combos. Her forward smash received similar changes, making it more conducive to comboing and not making it as weak to CC as it is in Melee. The biggest boon to Sheik in PM, though, are actually the engine changes. Her raw back air is an extremely good tool for both approaching and killing, and beer reversing allows her to scale up walls, significantly improving her recovery. However, Sheik's needles no longer have hurt boxes when they're on the ground. Sheik also does not activate a hitbox when running off stage or a ledge during up B, but in no way is this a major nerf. Interestingly, Sheik's other nerf makes her a more dynamic character. Her down throw has more knockback and a lower knockback angle, basically getting rid of her melee chain grabs. It's not all bad though, as the nerf down throw in tandem with her buffed back throw introduces a new way to play Sheik. Rather than simply tech chasing with down throw, which granted is still possible against some of the cast, you can now play a 50-50 DI mix-up game, choosing either back throw or down throw that can lead to a chain grab. In my opinion, this nerf not only wasn't a big deal, but also made Sheik even more unique and fun. Sheik has snuck in cleanly into the P+ metagame, many people agreeing that she is still a top tier character. Sheik does well against both many of the new prominent heavies and floaties like Bowser and Wario, while minorly struggling against the game's newer, faster characters like Wolf and Lucas, and of course, the melee matchups. Sheik greats in PM include Malachi and DVD, who were ranked first in PM Rank 2019 and 2023 respectively, and Evil Lesbian, who is currently ranked 32 in PM Rank 2024, who co-mains Sheik and Zelda. Jigglypuff was only given very minor changes going into PM, like her up tilt having an extra frame of recovery or up tilt having a slightly wider hitbox. The only real buff Puff got was her Great Dacus, which is a great burst option for an infamously slow character. PM also removed ledge intangibility after grabbing the ledge 5 times, which doesn't allow her to camp as much as she could in melee. However, Puff was more so a victim of the volatile meta in PM. Due to many of the characters having either much better recoveries or better recovery mix-ups, Puff's spectacular edgeguarding capabilities are almost negated by many of the cast, like Pit, Charizard, Sonic, Squirtle, you get the idea. As such, Puff's song hasn't been heard in the P+ metagame and is now considered a low tier. There's hope, however. Michael, who is ranked 19th in PM Rank 2024, has been piloting the character, placing well at tournaments like Undertow and Full Bloom. Even if you are a melee veteran and your top tier mains placed in the tier list isn't where you would want them to be, worry not. Every melee top tier is still able to succeed in this new, volatile environment. In PM, whether you're playing a top 10 character or a character in contention for the bottom 5, it doesn't really matter all that much. Every character is strong and is very capable of going far in brackets. PM is so balanced to the point where a character who was perceived to be bottom 5 became one of the most dominant characters in the PM 3.6 metagame via PM Titan Thunder's reign. So, melee players, if you want to dominate the P+ metagame and believe in your melee main, then by all means, come along and join the fray.